So a long time ago, came a man on a track. He's walking 30 miles with a sack on his back. And he put down his load where he thought it was the best. Made a home in the wilderness.
Standing in the cold and the frozen wind, I'm leaving you behind, but it's not the end. No, no, no. Walking on a plane as I hold my breath. It's gonna be weeks till I breathe again. No, no, no. I know that you hate it, and I hate it just as much as you. But if you can brave it, I can brave it all for you. Call me anytime, you can see the lightning. Don't you feel alone, you can always find me. We got a wild love, raging, raging. Lost among a million changing faces. Every day our hearts keep trading places. We got a wild love, raging, raging. Checking into hotel loneliness, it's not what I've been used to, I confess. So wake up 3 times a night. Talking to a stranger is nothing new. She knows how to smile but not like you. So I wait for you all night. I know that you hate it, and I hate it just as much as you. But if you can brave it, I can brave it all for you. Call me anytime, you can see the lightning. Don't you feel alone, you can always find me. We got a wild love, raging, raging. Lost among a million changing faces. Every day our hearts keep trading places. We got a wild love, raging, raging. Never feel alone, you can always find me. We've got a wild love, raging, raging.
Yo, 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 yo. Good evening, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Should I say welcome one more time, you think? How's everybody doing? What's going on here? Why is my speed brake armed? Oh, what the hell? What is happening? There we go. Why? No. What are you doing? Hold on. Backed up. No, what is going on here? What is going on with my spoiler? What is it because of my hydraulic pumps not being on? that gonna help? What is going on? How does this happen? I haven't played... I swear to God, sometimes Flight Simulator just pisses me off. How does this happen? What is going on here? Okay, instruments, flight control surfaces, secondary, spoilers. Okay. Blind save, go back, resume. Okay, so they're backwards, but why? What is happening? Why can't I ever just jump into this game and play? Okay, I don't want to reverse. Okay. Okay. I don't know. Whatever. I think it's fixed. Okay, anyways, good evening, everybody. How's everybody doing tonight? There's no ATC on. I'm going to pop some music on in the background just because there's like nothing else to listen to. So let me get some tunes going. I'm an old school music listener. So we're going to listen to some Dire Straits. Some rock and roll. Anyways. Tonight's flight's going to take us to Moline, Illinois. I think it's Moline is in Illinois, I'm pretty sure. So we're going to do a short hop. It's not too long. It's like on the Iowa-Illinois border, if you're not familiar with where it is exactly. So it won't be super long, because obviously I don't have a ton of time, but we'll make it a good time. Even though we have a limited amount of time, we'll still make it fun. I just got to get the aircraft prepped and everything. So I'm just going to be rambling while we do that, but it's going to go quick, because I got everything loaded already up like on the sim brief side. So we just have to get everything situated from loading it all in. What the heck? Okay, now it doesn't want to... What's with this game tonight, man? Like half my keyboard shortcuts aren't even working. Quest. Alright, I don't really want the... ground vehicles. Yeah, we'll get rid of those. Alright, we'll get FMS programmed here, since I can just import it all. Alright, set payload and fuel. Alright, should be like... I think there's maybe... How many waypoints on this flight? 2? 3 actually, and then the for the approach. Alright, departure. Oh, uplink's ready. Load it in. Okay, departure tonight's off of 22 left. And then the arrival into Moline tonight is ILS runway 9. And that's off of the Charlie Victor Alpha VOR. We'll load that in, and we'll just go ahead and connect the route, or close the route, I should say. Alright. 0 fuel weight. And then tonight the reserve fuel is 5.5, cost index 48. And then we're cruising at 14,000 feet. Cool. Get that input. What's our wind doing here at our cruise? 249 at 3.0. So the wind's died down a little bit because today it was a very, very windy. -7? Yeah, -7. Alright, and our N1 limit tonight. So it's going to be 51 degrees D-rate. 5-degree flaps, because we're 2 to left at O'Hare isn't the longest runway, but it's also not the shortest. It's pretty good length. It's longer than Midway's runways, so. Alright, 148. Set 464 on the trim. Let's get that set. A little over half. That should be good. And then 148 for our speed bug. I think it's 223 is the heading, if I remember correctly. I'll confirm that in a second on the charts. Alright, get rid of that. Set that. 14,000. Alright, so this is just gonna be a heading after departure. What else? Everything else is pretty much ready. 225 is what the heading is, actually. Alright. Beautiful. Let me get the lights dim a little bit here, and then we'll get rolling. It's so bright. There we go. Kick that down a little bit. Okay, there we go. Operate jetway. Kick that down a little bit. Knock this down. Okay, and I did get an auto squawk code of 0064, so we'll key that in too. 00. Oh wait, 0064. Hold on. There we go. I forget what O'Hare's frequency is. 12075 or 12175? 12075. Alright, there we go. 12075 is in the box. Gonna turn down the flood a little bit. Awesome, we're good to go. Let's get the APU up. Okay, that's all fine. Window heat can come on. Logo lights on. Everything's good to go. I guess they didn't operate the jet bridge, but whatever. Prepare for pushback and departure. United Airlines.
O'Hare traffic. Don't 74 miles.
Got a couple people announcing on frequency here.
O'Hare traffic L204. We'll be switching runways to our 38 center. We'll be joining the 10 South.
Hello, Captain.
O'Hare
So
traffic.
ready to push back.
Alright, so we're like the only people here. This guy's about to leave, so. Alright, everything's ready to roll. Just gotta wait for GSX. We can do our pushback.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Oh no, it armed the speed brakes again? What is going on here? This is pissing me off, man. Oh, that's why. Ha!
Locking gear.
I see now. That makes total sense. It was my stupid, I got dual... It's my yoke. The one mixture, or the one axis on my yoke is also for the spoilers, now that I got this throttle quadrant. So it's just being goofy. We'll push back. I guess tail to the left. Oh shoot, yeah, I gotta do all that junk to the APU on. There we go. Get rid of chocks, dismiss. Alright, release, remove.
Release parking brakes.
Alright, let's do this. Parking brakes
Commencing
released.
All engines clear. Start at will.
Alright, we'll fire them up. Okay, we'll start engine number... We'll start the right engine first tonight.
Guitar, Phil Palmer.
O'Hare traffic, United 152 pushing back from Bravo 9 into the alley. Gonna be facing south, O'Hare traffic.
On drums, Chris Wick.
Alright, there we go.
On percussion, Danny Cummins.
We'll exit via the south port.
Chicago traffic, Delta 6 heavy clear of the 28 center on Delta. We'll hold short 28 right for the bar traffic.
Beautiful. A little cloudy tonight. It was a weird day today. It was nice and sunny in the morning. And then got very cloudy and cold. Look at that beast. That's cool. And then after the clouds started to break up a little bit, overcast, sun finally came back out, turned into a nice evening. It's kind of similar to how it is right now in the game.
Chicago traffic, Delta 6 heavy cross 2A around Delta.
Alright, let's fire up the other engine here. Everything's looking pretty good. Go ahead and kick on our transponder. He's trying to catch up. Yo, what up, Delta Airlines?
Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
We have a good engine start.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start.
Get this thing out of here. You're getting a 787 tomorrow? Nice. That's exciting.
O'Hare traffic up 204, fully established, ILS 287, about 15 miles out from the field. O'Hare traffic.
Alright. APU off. Okay, kick that on. Gen 1. Yeah, we're doing a short little hop tonight to it's a town like on the Illinois-Iowa border, on the Mississippi there, Moline. So it's gonna be pretty quick. 1, 2, 3 for flaps 5. Let's see. Taxi lights can come on. I'll blind the ground crew, don't really care.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
Oh, nice. That'll be nice.
Left is
Yeah, you'll have to,
clear. Right is
once you
clear.
mess around with that thing for a little bit, you'll have to let us know how it is. I'm curious. Alright. Person, get out of the way. We want a taxi. There we go. How am I gonna get there? Uniform. Alpha 10. Uniform Alpha 10 Bravo Victor. Okay. Air traffic United 152. We're gonna be taxiing out of the Southport onto Uniform to runway 22 left. Be taxiing via Uniform Alpha 10 Bravo Victor. And United or air traffic. Duh. Brain fart. Alright, parking brake off. Let's roll. Yeah, that 787 should be pretty cool. Not quite sure how many people made or how many manufacturers made a payware in this game. I feel like I'm taxiing very slow, but we'll get going here. I mean, I can't be that heavy. I'm going to... It's like a hop, skip, and a jump from here. Drinking some red wine tonight. Which always makes this a little more fun. Whoa, whoa, whoa. The heck happened there? Yo, what is going on with these rudder pedals tonight?
All air traffic, Delta 204, short final runway 2 center. Oh yeah.
Whoa. Hold on, something just happened. The heck, why won't my parking brake turn off? Oh, there we go. What the heck? Oh, that's so much better. That was the weirdest thing. Like, all my controls are just so jacked up tonight. Alright, that feels a lot better. Actually, just gonna jump right on Bravo. They won't know the difference. Beautiful. All right. Should be a relatively quick taxi. I'll keep the speed up a little bit here. I don't really want to waste a lot of time. Taxi and all that stuff's always so boring. This guy's about to touch down too. Let's see if we can curve and see him. He's like super short final. He's got to be like right there. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Alright, that's a Delta. I don't know what the aircraft type was. Looks pretty big though. Could be a heavy. Traffic. Yeah. I don't need any TARAs right now. Greased. Alright, so we're gonna take off, make a right turn. Typically off this runway in real life, O'Hare like has you make a left turn after. But for the sake of tonight, we'll make a right turn. Mine just started acting up because we finally started getting warmer weather and all the plants are popping up. So I'm with you, man. I'll have like sneeze attacks at work. 7 in a row, 8 in a row. It feels so good though because typically before I sneeze like that, I have like I can feel congested, like I need to get it out. So I do like when it happens, but it's annoying at the same time. Alright. Victor is coming up here on our right. At least this part of O'Hare is actually accurate for the most part. This airport is just changing every week. It's crazy. Alright, so this is Victor right here. This basically will be a straight shot right to 22 left. Boost it up a little bit here. Speed it up. It's weird how the center line is like asphalt, but the edges are all concrete. Quiet night here at O'Hare, but it is Thursday. But there's like nothing going on tonight, you know, in terms, well, maybe there is some sports. I keep forgetting March Madness is like done during the week now because it's down to the Final Four. Is that an airplane way out there? No, that's just like a street light. Kept seeing something like right up here. There it is again. It must be the street light for the highway. Be nice when they update O'Hare and add the extension here to the terminal. I don't think they will though. They'll probably wait until 2024 actually works and they can load the scenery onto that game. Alright, so this could be a no factor from traffic takeoff, so we can just depart. You know what, we're gonna take off and turn right to a heading at 270. Just immediately. That'll work. O'Hare traffic United 152 is lining up the departing runway 22 right. We're going to be making a right turn out to the west after departure. United O'Hare traffic. Alright, cut the music. Because we like hearing the engine noise, you know, that's what this is all about. I didn't pay all that money for that engine, or the audio. Kick that on. Alright, we're good to roll. Alright, are we ready? Let's go. Toga. Beautiful. 80 knots. God, those strobes are bright. They like literally blinded me.
V1. V2. On the right.
Gear up. Alright. Right turn out. Alright, now we're going to start accelerating for the flaps. Click on the autopilot now that that happened. Yeah, it's a really good sound pack. Flaps 1. They did a damn good job modeling them. It's got like the really good hum. Oh god, I forgot to dim the other side down. Look at how bright all this stuff is. There we go. Knock that down a hair. Did I not do the lower? I didn't. Alright, there we go. Alright, we're airborne and climbing out. Cool. And O'Hare traffic United 152 is clear of 22 left, and this will be our last call, O'Hare. Have a good night, O'Hare. Alright, 122.8 now. Perfect. And I can LNAV this actually. Alright, direct PECU. See, are we gonna go past my home airport? Yeah, we're gonna fly right over it actually. Well, It's kind of my home airport. It's when I spent the most time flying out of when I was younger, still taking lessons and all that stuff. It's funny, I can see where I grew up. They did a good job, I'm not a pilot as a career. It's more of a hobby. When I was younger, I took a bunch of flying lessons, and then, like in middle school I started, did it all through high school, did it in college before I switched my major. So yeah, now it's just a hobby. I'm not really flying in real life right now, just because of other things. But at some point, I'll get back into it in real life. Probably, I do want to buy a plane and cruise around, travel in one. Okay, that is 10,000 feet. Yeah, I used to fly around here all the time. Every weekend I was taking, I had lessons. I was always in the air. And then as I got older in high school, I started going out there after I got out of school when I could drive. Yeah, they are, especially if you can write them off. That's what I'd be doing. Most likely. But yeah, they are expensive. Like I really want to build a Cirrus SR22 GTS. And go bespoke with it because I love customizing stuff. But I have a few other things I need to do first before I sink money into that. But at some point I will do it. I want to turn the dimmers on real quick for the panel lighting. There we go. It's so bright. So much better. Alright, 14,000 feet. Alright, so we just flew over. That was my airport right there. Yeah, I used to fly to this one. This one's not too far from my house. Yeah, traffic. Alright, leveling off. It's such a short flight. I love it. Planes they're expensive to buy and then they're pretty expensive to maintain. That's kind of the bad part about it. Like for how much you typically would use it compared to how much it costs to maintain, it never really makes sense. So you really got to dedicate a lot of money to it. Unless you, like, if you want something newer, obviously. At 14,000 feet. Smooth flight. Almost to PICU. It's only a couple points after this. Just gonna keep the cockpit lighting off because we're not really gonna ever get that high, and it's gonna be a little bit before we descend. I'm trying to look at the chart here real quick just to plan this out. So CVA, and we'll do the procedure turn. We'll intercept 2,400. I might end up just vectoring myself, not even doing the approach off of the VOR. Or maybe I'll just do a visual. I think the weather there is pretty clear tonight. I could just do a visual approach. That might be more fun. Oh yeah, and the wind's calm. Oh, it's very nice. 0 knots. 0, 0, 0 at 0. 10 statute miles clear. Temperature 8. 2.4, altimeter 3012. So, I mean, we're looking at some good weather. I'll probably just do a visual approach. I haven't done one in a while. Actually, I don't know if I've done a visual approach with this throttle quadrant yet. I should do that. Like a full-blown hand-flown approach. Actually, it would be kind of fun. I feel like people like watching hand-flown visual approaches too, so maybe I'll do that. Ugh. Top of descent already showing up. You know what, we can actually just start prepping for the approach already. I'll put in my range rings here. Perfect. Cool. So Delta Airlines, what sim are you flying on again? I forget. I love how quiet it is when you're this way. And it just gets so loud behind. There's DeKalb. So where's Rochelle? Whiteside. This is the airport I did my first solo at. Solo cross country, I should say. Yep, there it is. Little dinky Whiteside. Update the altimeter. This is a really, really fast flight. I feel like this is quicker than the Grand Rapids flight that I did the other night on Monday. When did I do that? Tuesday? I don't even remember. Was that? I think that was Monday because I think I went to the gym on Tuesday. Or was it Tuesday? I don't even remember. Wait, that's Whiteside right there. Yeah, that's the airport. They had the ILS on that way, and then there's another runway. I don't think they have a precision approach on the other runway. And then Moline's like right up in here. Oh, you know what? I forgot to do this. There it goes. Alright, we'll descend down to like 11,000 right here. Probably just stay on this heading, honestly. Speaking of sneezing, I just sneezed like 7 times. I had to mute it, it was so loud. I'm not even gonna bother with CTAF here. Alright, slow down to 300 and let's descend and maintain 11. That way we can do a short approach. Heading select. Alright, let's get our landing data real quick. (152), auto brakes 3. (30/152). Auto brakes 3, 110.5. Oops. We'll back it up with an ILS, even though I plan on doing a visual. 090 in the course. Awesome. This should be a pretty good vector, actually, straight in. I'll make just a left base. I'm trying to do a shorter approach, too. That'll be a little more fun. Just kind of putts along now for a few minutes. It was funny, I was reading articles today about Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 and how it's just still so broken. Despite all the efforts they're trying to make to fix it. The game just is not getting fixed. I cut the music because we're getting near approach. But yeah, it kind of sucks. I mean, they're doing all these updates, but it seems like they're not updating the things that actually are causing the game not to be fun. I used to watch the weekly developer update things, the videos they would do, and it's just kind of like they just want to avoid a lot of the things they already know is messed up about the game. Ah, you're good, VG Master. It happens. How you doing tonight, though? We're doing a short flight, though. I might actually do the return flight because it's so short. Alright, let's reduce to 250. And then we're going to descend and maintain 7,000. Good. Yeah, no, we got up and running pretty quick on this flight. The stream seems like we were going longer than we were because I had it on the starting soon thing. And I was playing some music while I was getting everything loaded up. I figured I'd try that, see if I could get some people to join. Alright, slow down. Let's go. Come on. Alright, flight level change, 7,000. There's the airport, there's our runway. So we're on a pretty good vector right now. Send main 7,000, then we'll go down to like 4, and then I'll slow to 210 and send and maintain. I don't know, what can we do? What's MSA? 2,700. 3,000, I guess. I mean, it wants me to intercept at 2,000, so I'll probably do that. Scrap at 2,000. That's fine. This is a low terrain area. I'm not too worried about the terrain. Yep. It's bright. What's my eyes? Put little spoilers in. Try to get this thing down a little quicker. Quicker we get on the ground, quicker we can do the turn and depart towards the next destination, which is O'Hare. We're just going to do a quick turn. So I'm flying from Chicago to Moline. Moline is like a little town on the Illinois-Iowa border along the Mississippi River. So it's a really, really short flight. I mean, it's not really, really short, but it's pretty short. I feel like it's shorter than the one we did the other day, even though that one was supposedly shorter. So the Mississippi River is right here. The airport is right there. That's not our runway. Our runway goes east-west. Alright, 210 down the 4. One more spoiler action here, some more speed brakes. The weather here is really nice, actually. It's calm winds, there's really not much happening. And I can intercept at 2,000 feet right here, and that'll put me in a perfect position. We're going to do a hand-flown approach, I think. I haven't done one in a while. Just need to make sure I can get down quick enough. Still pretty high. Speed brakes isn't really getting me much more than 1350. Oh well. Alright, let's see. Continuous, continuous. I just left those on the whole time. Everything else looks good. Kick some flaps in, that'll actually help us a little bit. And what I'm actually gonna do, I'm gonna load in from scrap. I got flaps coming out. That'll pick up our descent rate a little bit more here. That'll allow us to slow up a little bit too when we do our base turn. I will hold this heading for a little bit. Alright, we're gonna start slowing up here. I'll put us to flaps 5, we'll go 180 on the speed, we'll make a left turn southbound. That looks good right there. You're debating on streaming or recording one of the games I shared with you? Oh yeah, what, the GameCube games? Alright, at this point we can arm our spoilers. Alright, now we gotta descend to 2,000. A little bit high here. Probably gonna have to vector myself past, maybe. No, actually, we'll catch up. Alright, this turn will get me in line with the airport. It's not a big deal. Alright, our VREF was 153? 152. Perfect. Auto throttle's off. Alright, we're hand flying this bad boy in the rest of the way. Alright, we're gonna slow up down here. Flaps. Gear down. Flaps 30.
Light slow.
It's not a big deal. We'll catch a glide slope in a minute here. It's not the end of the world. Alright, there we go. I've not flown a hand approach in a little bit, and I'm glad the wind is calm, because this would not be as fun. Well, actually, it would be probably more fun. Because it would involve a lot more control. Like right now, I'm not having to do much. which is great.
400.
It's a nice stable approach too.
300. 200.
200.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Alright. There we go, reversers. Alright. Oh, brakes are off. I have no idea what this taxiway on the left I don't want to get off at. Yeah, I do, because there's terminal right up here. And a left turn off. It's a pretty short taxi to the gate, just a left and a left. Alright, flaps are coming up. Spoilers are coming off. Oh yeah, there's the terminal right there. Perfect. Easy. Easy peasy. What the hell is with the taxiways here? This is not how it is on the diagram, but okay. Interesting. Maybe they switched it recently? I don't know. I'm not quite sure why they would anyways. Nothing seems wrong with it as it is anyways, so. Alright, there we go. Don't tell me this is gonna like dead end somewhere, because that would really piss me off. Oh no, this looks like it's part of the ramp. Oh, okay, cool. That works. As long as I'm not getting screwed. Gate. Sure, 6. Give me a follow me, let's go. They got United here? They do. Sorry, I was VG Master. I'll catch up on the chat shortly. I was too focused on my landing. I was hand flying that one, so I had to concentrate extra. Let's see. Yeah, the emulator I have, in case you forgot, those games are Hot Wheels, World Race, and I remember the Hot Wheels game. I couldn't remember the other one. Both racing games. The hell does it want me to park? I'm waiting for the little vehicle that guides. Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. 23 seconds. Ugh. Show me where to go, car. Let's go. What? Okay, so you do want me to go over here. Okay. Guess I'm parking over here. What? Gate's probably way in there. These jet bridges, they're not even connected. Good old cash errors. The question is, do I do the return flight tonight? I don't know. Honestly, I'm kind of tired. I don't know if I'm going to be able to stay up for a return flight. It's already 9:40. I might have to sacrifice the return flight for another night. Which is totally fine. It's not the end of the world. Oh no, I can't see the... I can't see the person guiding us in. I think that's about where they want us. It's so hard to tell. Everything's in the way. Alright, kick that on and we can kill our engines now. Beautiful, we did it. We made it. We're in Moline, ladies and gentlemen. Kick that off, kick that on. That can go to open. Probe heat can come off. Taxi lights, all this jazz. Alright, we made it. Can I request deboarding? That wasn't a very good part. Yeah. Whatever. Yeah, I'd be curious to see how this thing's gonna work. Is it really gonna go to the right side? Oh my god. It's so stupid. It is. Why wouldn't it just go to the left? Stupid parking spots. Oh well. It is what it is. Thing's gonna be inside the cockpit here. That's hysterical. Alright, we made it. I can't even see my landing data, can I? No, it won't show me. Release request ground power? Yeah, I'll take ground power. Why does it not show me my landing data?
Passengers deboarding starting.
There it is. Oh, here we go. Okay. Touchdown at 174 feet per minute. Alright, I'll take that. That wasn't a bad landing. Yeah, I know. I don't... Well... I probably won't, man. I gotta hit the hay. I'm tired tonight. I was up late last night. And mainly because I couldn't fall asleep. Which sucks because my son actually slept for once. Well, I'm beat. However, tomorrow is Friday, so there is always tomorrow. If I can get on. If not, another day. But... yeah, I'd like to do the return trip. I'm not going to be able to. I'm going to have to just call it, unfortunately. As much as I don't want to. I don't even know how long I've been going for. Well, this doesn't even tell me anymore. Oh, there it is. An hour and 4 minutes. Yeah, not bad. 44 passengers deboarded. Here, we'll shut the aircraft down. Alright, how to shut the airplane down. Window heat off. Electricals off. Packs can stay on. That's all good. Connect that. Kill the APU. Yaw damper. Emergency lights off. And then pretty much from here, the way that you would shut this thing down, you were in for about 20 minutes. Yeah, I know. Hey, at least you caught the landing, though. That's like the most exciting part of the stream, I would say. But I'm starting to get back onto a normal schedule, so you can anticipate seeing me around 8:30 Central, 9:30 Eastern moving forward. Okay, so now we would cut that. And then we'd go and kill that. And that turns off everything. Now we have a dark airplane. Very dark cockpit. Can't see anything. Anyways, guys, thanks for stopping by, VG Master and Delta Airlines while you were here earlier during the takeoff. It was good to chat with both of you. But, yeah, the schedule is pretty much the same. Tuesday, Thursday I'm trying to stick to. is the more consistent thing. And then I think what's going to be a little dicey still is going to be the weekend, like the Friday, Saturday, Sunday streams. But we'll see how those kind of go. But the Tuesday, Thursday should definitely be able to happen. I'd love to do Friday nights or like Saturdays because of events, but that's going to be a little difficult. Especially now that I got like my in-laws always wanting to be over on the weekends too, so it's hard to jump down here and stream. But yeah, so keep an eye out. Tuesday, Thursday, 9:30 Eastern, 10:30 sorry, 9:30 Eastern, 8:30 Central. And then any other time is just gonna kind of be at random, but it would mostly be Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. I will hopefully catch you guys sometime before next Tuesday's stream, so keep an eye out for it. Maybe I'll post a message to my YouTube channel if I have something in mind. But anyways, thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys all had a good time hanging out. I had fun. I will see you guys next time, and have a good evening.